So the idea of the zombie cloud actually came from a viewer whilst I was on Twitch, and after a couple of iterations including having it with glasses, I eventually come up with this design here. Now the drawing process for this was a lot easier compared to other ones where it was a bit more intricate, but the intricacy on this one actually came from the cloud itself, making the lines overlap on each other to give it a bit more dimension. And with such a large area that the cloud has taken up, little accents like the little scuffs and the little hairs coming off of the cloud adds to the character. Now the painting process for this was very similar to previous paintings, where I would put the base colours down first, then add shading, followed by the outlines and the highlights come very last. Even though the canvas was white, I still put white paint down, as the canvas is covered in a white gesso and isn't the paint. And believe it or not, the white gesso is a slightly off-white to the pure white that I ended up using here. I remember whilst I was painting this, I was a bit concerned that the white of the cloud was actually going to wash out all of the colour, making it look pretty bland. However, with the cloud vomiting a rainbow here, I actually ended up a pretty colourful piece. So with the base colours down, it was time to move on to the shading process, which used the original colours that I put down for the base colours and adding a tiny little bit of black to it to darken it up. The thing is, with white, it only takes a small amount of black to actually turn it darker, so I added the teeniest amount of black into it to make a subtle shading for the cloud itself. And then for the shading of the rainbow, I added the shading at the bottom and slightly up at the sides to not take away the vibrancy of the rainbow and also draw the eye towards the mouth. Now the very last step was outlining and highlighting, which can be the most intricate process of the entire painting. However, the outlining for this one was a little bit more complicated as I was tapering the lines down. You can see this more so around the mouth where the cheek creases are. And even the lines around the vomit itself that's coming down added a little bit of wobble to it to give it a sense of movement and a sense of dimension. After filling in the black areas like the eyes and the mouth, the highlights were the very last thing to do. However, with the cloud being already white, I only had teeny tiny amounts of highlights so it didn't take away from the huge white space in the middle taken up by the cloud. So after signing it Bob Ross style and bright red at the bottom of the canvas, that was it, that was the finished painting. Now because of the mixture of the white and the other colours on the canvas, it kind of messed with the colour balance on my camera. So here's a few of the photos of the final piece, and thank you for watching. I hope you like it, and don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you all in the next video, where I hope to paint a zombie hot dog. So I hope you all look forward to that. Anyway, that's me, see you later.